go. Regis Kuzmenko announces the next of the semi-final bout. Stanislaw Zaniewski from Poland. This is Rostyslav Karpych
2016, ladies and gentlemen, second fight. KOK World Grand Prix semi-final fight. Blue corner, fighter representing Poland, Stanislaw Zaniewski. Zaniewski, Poland. Red corner, fighter representing Ukraine, Rostyslav Karpych.
So his opponent from the Ukraine, Rostyslav Karpych. Again, great fighting nations. From all over the world, fighting at and in the King of Kings shows.
You come down on now. I'm not the shoulder for a bag, don't wanna carry your heavy load. I'm not the road that you
Capital in Kiev, Ukraine. 18 years of age. Stands at 1 meter 96 centimeters.
I'm not the cheap one looking at me, son. You ain't looking at free.
Okay, under the weight. On the scale, just over 81 and 82 kilograms, very tall. Having had only 2 professional fights, and I say but, I haven't got his amateur fight record here, but I guarantee you this guy will have had dozens, tens of amateur fights, because he would not be coming in the ring here in a semi-final. Meeting a guy with 41 fights, 29 wins and 12 losses, and he not had a fantastic amateur career. So all these guys have before losing stepping into the big stage, the professional rankings. The guy is a Muay Thai practitioner.
Rostyslav
Easily distinguished by the
Karpych, Ukraine.
armbands around the biceps, the tie shorts.
Fighting
And the
for
way
the
he
blue
jumped the top
corner,
rope was the
27
traditional
years
Thai
old, official height
boxing.
184 centimeters, official weight 85 kilograms. His professional record 29 wins, 12 losses. WFCA Baltic champion, fighter representing Garuda Gym, Poland, Stanislaw Zaniewski. Fighting for the red corner, 18 years old, official height 196 centimeters, official weight 81 kilograms. His professional record 2 wins, no losses. European champion, fighter representing Spontan Roy Gym, Ukraine, Rostyslav Karpych.
Fighters.
Ladies and gentlemen, KOK World Grand Prix semi-final fight. The winner of this fight will take a place at KOK World Grand Prix final fight. KOK rules 3 rounds, 3 minutes each.
Shake hands.
The fighters together from all over the world.
KOK rules. No clinching. I want to see a clean fight.
So there we go, the Ukrainian Muay Thai fighter.
Good luck.
Very, very tall. Not as many professional fights, 2 fights, 2 wins. So will his all go tonight to this man he's facing? And Mr. Stanislaw Zaniewski, season pro, 41 fights. Straight in with a jab, hook to the body there from Stanislav. Stanislav in the blue corner with the black shorts trimmed with red, white and emblazoned in. Whoa, nice punch. Coming in fast and furious against the very tall, lean Rostyslav Karpych from the Ukraine. Rostyslav, red corner, red gloves, blue tie shorts trimmed with red and white, and the blue ankle supports. If you're wondering what those pieces of, somebody said, string, the cord, they are called the krang or the prechet, which in Thai means, okay, ring of charms. It lands a right hook, the Polish fighter, and they're basically there to give you good luck. They're presented from the Thai teacher, the masters from Thailand, to give you good luck. I've always worn them in my 21 fights, always had a Thai armband on. It's like you see like a judo or a Japanese, different martial arts in the world that wear belts. It's a similar type of thing. Some people use them as grades, some people just use them as what they are, which is classed as ring of charms or ring of good luck. But for now, inside the ring, both fighters need good luck because one of them, these two, will meet the finalist we've just seen, Orel Ignat, destroy the Romanian opponent in 1.5 rounds. Nice right knee there coming from Rostislav. Switching stance from southpaw to orthodox, that means left to right guard. But I like the way Stanislaw Zaniewski throws these hooks. He pinpoints his accuracy on his punches, showing his experience. Again, stepping knee, long knee there coming from the Ukrainian. Landing and finding the mark. But Stanislav happy to pummel away, and a nice low kick, catching the Ukrainian off balance right above me here in my commentary seat. Privileged ringside seat. My name is Sandy Holt from Bolton, England, and I am absolutely impressed with these King of Kings shows. Every time I come, the matchmaking is always top end, absolutely on point, and that's what it's about. Matchmaking makes fights, and the promoters do exactly that. And the 8,000 live crowd here in Manaj Sports Arena, very seasoned crowd. They know the difference between a good and a bad fight, and they will applaud anyone from around the world if they show good technique, not just their own Moldovan fighters. Ooh, nice knee again to the body. And yeah, these fights that are put on by your promoters here, Dorin Damir, President FEA, and Donatas Simonaitis. Here's some great slow motion action, ladies and gentlemen, from our great King of Kings camera crew. Yeah, I'm Mr. Donatas Simonaitis, the King of Kings promoter, the inventor of King of Kings, takes it all over the world. The crowds get bigger, the fights get better. Absolutely phenomenal. All the ring girls soften the testosterone in there. Beauty and the Beast.
Fighters.
Seconds out. Seconds out. Okay.
So we've had one round, 3 minutes gone, 6 remaining if it goes the distance. Our referee Andrei Grosu wiping off the excess water.
Second round. Fight.
Second round.
So here we go. Left kicks coming from the southpaw, right stance there, and the left knee. Oh, that was a low blow. Down they go. Well, we'll see that in slow motion. Boom, yeah, it was low. Ah. Well, as the saying goes, count them, don't rub them. You could do it the other way around. There's the gentleman we've just seen sat there on the top tail with the promoters. Mr. one and only Pavel Zhurlov, who'll be watching this fight with interest. He too is from the Ukraine. So Rostyslav Karpych, the referee, Andrei Grossu, will give him extra seconds, okay, from that low blow strike with the knee. Wasn't deliberate, I don't think. But time will be taken out when he gets his breath back. Groin guards are worn. Still looks a little bit in distress. Just ask him to stretch it out. Well, the crowd cheering for him to go on, but that was really clear and cleanly in the wrong area. South of the border, as they say. That was that low, it was in Australia. There we go, strict warning. Correct warning from our fabulous referees tonight we've had. And the one currently, Andrei Grossu, very, very great trainer, fighter and referee. Time is back on. Oh, big right there coming from Stanislav, making him pay for that low strike. Nearly takes the cameraman out with those hooks. This is what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. King of Kings at its best. Bish, bosh, bash, in they go. True grit. Both fighters bite down on the gum shield, squeeze the gloves, and in they go. He's trying the Muay Thai technique there, going for the back, which is allowed in Muay Thai, not in King of Kings K1 rules. It is not. You can't strike the back. It's not Muay Thai. Lands the right shin kick, takes a left hook. Seems to be a war of attrition between hands of Stanislav and shins and knees of Rostislav. So we're in the second round, scheduled for 3 of this semi-final middleweight tournament. For one night, one ring, one champion. Push kick, just tapped him into the mouth, loses the gum shield. Mouth just loose as he threw that kick, good timing. Again, time will be stopped. Boom, yeah, in the mouth. Good teep or push kick is what teep means. Switching back to left guard now. The Ukrainian orthodox stance, left stance. Stanislaw Zaniewski likes the rough and rumble, the rough and tumble. Try to bring the big man down and make him crumble. But the taller, lean man is there picking his shots well, keeping it all clean and mean. So 2 minutes gone in second round. Last minute, the right shin kick goes in. Left low kick comes back from Stanislav. Blood comes from the nose of Stanislav. First blood is drawn. Again, big hooks coming in now from the Polish fighter. Tries the uppercut. Again, the knee a little bit low. Less than half a minute now, round 2. Great match this between these two combatants. Through the ropes, the tall man goes. Again, big hooks coming from Stanislav. The long knee again goes, lands and finds the rib cage. 10-second hammer's gone down. Nice little trade-off of punches from both fighters in the last few seconds.
Fighters!
Seconds out. Seconds out.
So the 1 minute rest is over. They've had water, they've had oxygen, they've had advice from the great trainers. Remember, fights are won and lost in the corner on the stool.
Final round.
You can pump your fighter. I know because I'm a trainer as well as a former fighter, and I know that things can be said to influence your fighter, to fire them up psychologically. Remember, as a fighter once said to me, a trainer and a fighter once said to me when I was sat in a sauna for one of my British title fights, and he said, fights are 90% mental, 10% physical. And I never understood it at the time because I was quite young. I did win my fight, but I didn't win it well. I won it in a frustrating manner because I was not listening to my trainer as much as I should. I did win, but I was too anxious to get the job done. And that's what the guy meant, and that is what it is. 90% mental, 10% physical. Even though you have to be 100% fit and you have to be 100% mentally right. But there's no such thing as 200. You can't put 200% into a glass. You fill a glass full of water to the top, that's 100% full. You can't put 200% into a glass. So I'm talking about 2 glasses of water. I hope you can understand the crazy Bolton terms, but that is how I explain it to my fighters and to people who understand this as a commentator. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a tough game of chess with pain. So we're into the 3rd round, guys. Like I said, one of these 2 will be in the final. Both having to work for this. Remember, the guy who's in the final has only done 1.5 rounds. Done around 4.5 minutes, just over, less than 5 minutes. One of these 2 will have done 9 if it goes the distance. We're into the 2nd half of round 3. Again, fighter complaining of a low blow. Stanislav getting frustrated with the low strikes. The man from Ukraine chops the front leg down, low kick the shin across the thigh. Both fighters starting to feel the pace now. Good knee to the body. Spins him round. Again, that knee has paid dividends for the Ukrainian fighter. The cow in timing's knee. Again, there it goes, a long knee. Keeps throwing that knee. Needs to keep it up above the waist. The Ukrainian looking visibly tired. Understandably, but so too is Stanislav, who wants it the most. Who will get this decision? 10-second hammer's gone down. Will it be the man from Poland, Stanislaw Zaniewski, or will it be Rostyslav Karpych from Ukraine? Oh, a punch right at the end of the foul. Well, for me, the cleaner of the 2, disregarding the foul of the knee, comes by the way of the Ukrainian, but he looks very tired. Now let's play the game here at the 4-man tournament. What do I mean? 9 minutes gone. Only 4.5, 4 3/4, 5 at most for Oralik now, the man who's already in the final. We see some of the slow motion action now. That means springs his man around. Takes some shots at the same time now. The hooks been flying in from the Polish fighter, showing there that he can do the business. Well, it's taken a long time for the decision. Could this be one of those that ends up being an extra round? Because that, ladies and gentlemen, will definitely play a massive, massive part in the final. Well, one trainer there in the red corner is just preparing just in case there is an extra round. Massaging his legs. It's a lot of deliberation. There's one of our KOK champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, KOK World Grand Prix semi-final fight. After 3 rounds, Judge decision.
Here we go.
Extra round.
Yeah, I thought it was close. Well, now this, ladies and gentlemen, for me, this will decide the final. This is how the game plays. I can't say it's a foregone conclusion, but in my mind and minds, Oral Ignat will be smiling in the changing rooms now for 3 reasons. Let me tell you psychologically, very simple in the game. He's done 1.5 rounds. These two have done 3. They're now into go by 4. Now, if it goes the distance, one of these fighters will have done 12 minutes. Well, they both will have done 12 if it goes the distance. Which means there's a lot of fuel used.
Fight!
Extra round.
So it was close, and I get how the judges came to that decision, and I can't disagree. Now, what one of these two fighters really needs is a knockout, because they don't want to be expending another 3 rounds of fuel and energy. The reason why I'm saying Oral Ignat is in the changing room smiling, because 3 factors. 1, he's done what I said. He's done it in under the time. He's done it in 1.5 rounds. Number 2, these two are fighting. He's sat in the changing rooms resting, smiling, enjoying the rest. Which means he gets extra rest, because these two, obviously there'll be a couple of fights in between. But one of these two will not get the same amount of time rest as the fight before this one. So this is what I'm saying. And the third factor of this is that he will come into the ring knowing that he's got 1 less round time. 2, that he went in first and he's got extra rest time. And number 3, if you want to add that to it, is the fact that these two are still fighting. So when he will have got the news. In fact, it won't surprise me, because I've done this when I've had a fighter in an 8-man tournament. I went out to watch later on. Blood pours from the nose of the Polish fighter that pummels his man down. Visibly tired. Understandably, both fighters tired. But it's all about stamina. I've said this and I'll always say it, is the king of attributes. Having had 21 fights myself, winning 3 titles, stamina was what got me through all those wins. Only 2 losses in 21 fights. Thank you, Grandmaster Skenke Elpidon, my Thai teacher. For 21 years I trained with him, 21 fights, and had a 7-year fighting career, and I only lost 2, and 2 were taken. 1 was on short notice, the other one was, well, I gave too much respect to my opponent, went the distance, lost on points, had a rematch and beat him. 2 draws, which are joint wins. But one thing that got me through everything, and that was, of all the attributes of power, speed, timing, accuracy, the heart, the knockout, everything that you need, the technique, the guts and the glory of what fighting is about. 10-second Henry falls out the ropes, nearly where I'm sat. But on top of the tree, the cherry on the cake for me is stamina. Because 2 judges can overrule 1.
Ladies
so
and
one judge
gentlemen,
gets it wrong, the 2 get it right, the right decision.
semi-final fight. After the extra round, by unanimous decision.
All three
The
judges.
winner is, and to Grand Prix final fight goes, blue corner, Stanislaw Zaniewski.
Well, the Polish
Poland.
fighter does go through, but the Ukrainian gave him a tough and a hard time. So Stanislav, 4 rounds he's had to suffer to get into the final against the man who's done